biggest and foundational reasons why I think America is doomed as a society, as a country, as an entity is Americans' obsession with rich people. This is one of the most pronounced things that I have seen since moving back to this country. Americans love celebrities, they love rich people, billionaires, they love these influencers who are getting on here and basically flaunting their wealth in their face. And one of the craziest things I saw in regards to someone defending these types of influencers is saying that they're an inspiration. Because, yes, it makes complete sense that this class of people who are directly responsible for destroying our Earth, who prioritize the growth of their own pockets so much so that they would replace you with a robot in seconds, who lead these environmentally destructive livelihoods as winters become shorter and warmer and summers become more unbearable. It is absolutely crazy that people still feel this way about rich people. But in America, people literally make livelihoods off of following celebrity gossip. Rich people whose content solely focuses on being rich have millions of followers, millions of likes. And a lot of these people have an army of supporters willing to defend them till the death. Again, defending the class of people who are responsible for our misery, but who also clearly do not give a fuck about us. This is what's going on in the country. And I feel like it is so ingrained in the society right now, you literally cannot get away from celebrity gossip or knowing about certain people. And everyone is seemingly okay with it as well. But foundationally, it is one of the biggest reasons why this country will just not get better.
Man, man, she's spot on. I'm telling y'all. You know what? I'm gonna play it again. Hell, why not? Shit, man. Man, these young guns on TikTok, man, they be cooking. Like people know, but I'm gonna play it again. It's so damn good.
One of the biggest and foundational reasons why I think America is doomed as a society, as a country, as an entity is Americans' obsession with rich people. This is one of the most pronounced.
You know, um, I'm gonna tell you about me though for a second. I never really been enriched in the celebrity culture like that. I mean, I like Kobe Bryant. But I never like worship him or nothing like that. I mean, he was a great player. I mean, I'm a sports fanatic, so you say to yourself like, they human too. Oh man, and Kobe, even though I'm a fan of his, like Kobe was an asshole to his teammates sometimes. No rest in peace to the Bean, but he was, and that's not somebody to look up to, like But y'all get what I'm saying. Like, I never like once I want to be like Denzel Washington, or I want to be like, or I'm just so influenced into these motherfuckers. Because at the end of the day, man, like celebrities have problems too. I mean, yeah, the money. Some of them got money. I mean, money isn't everything. Like, if I was rich like that, I probably would not have all that money. Like, most of that money would go to building houses for the homeless, feeding the homeless, feeding people like that are on the brink of homelessness. Like, I mean, money and wealth ain't all that to me. In terms of clothes, like I still wear this shit, just a t-shirt. Like, I'm not a wear polos and Ralph Lauren. That's the same thing, ain't it? Nike clothes. Well, I have a few Nike shirts, but that's about it. And those clothes are like, I got those from a Nike clearance store when I was in Tennessee for like what, two for $20. So like, I'm cheap when it comes to clothes, man. The only thing that I spend a lot more money on is my running shoes, because running shoes are important when you like to run a lot. So, um, yeah, man. Like, I see a LeBron James sneaker, like my mama could afford that, or a Kobe Bryant shoe. My mom could afford that. Like, the only celebrity shoes I got, well, athlete shoes I got was Kevin Durant's. That's about it. And they was on sale. So like, yeah, man. I think also too, the reason why the system went on so enriched in celebrity culture is because it's in a distraction. Like, something to get us off of them, to be in that class. Like, hey, check out Taylor Swift and her new outfit or whatnot. While we find ways to withhold your labor and your wealth from you. So getting back to this.
Announced things that I have seen since moving back to this country. Americans love celebrities, they love rich people, billionaires, they love these influencers who are getting on here and basically flaunting their wealth in their face. And one of the craziest things I saw in regards
And one thing about an influencer, a lot of times they ain't got that shit. They borrowing it. Like, oh man, like that's the truth about it. An influencer online, like they're not rich. They just promoting a product. Like people don't know that, but I mean they do get paid. I mean it's labor, but again it's like this influencer like an influencer on TikTok. Most likely they're working class just like you.
to someone defending these types of influencers is saying that they're an inspiration. Because, yes, it makes complete sense that this class of people who are directly responsible for destroying our Earth, who prioritize the growth of their own pockets so much so that they would replace you with a robot in seconds, who lead these environmentally destructive livelihoods, as Winter
Like Taylor Swift, that comes to mind. Like Taylor Swift, fly on a private jet to the grocery store, bro. Like literally, literally, it's ridiculous. Like the amount of CO2 emissions that jet is emitting into the air, and they want you, and they think that your little car is bad for the environment. Your little gas powered car is bad for the environment. Like, give me a break. Elon Musk too. Like all of these motherfuckers, man. All these celebrities, bro. Like, but I never understand like the Taylor Swift, like the morale around her. Like, I mean, her music. I mean, I've never really listened to it. To be honest with you, I listened to a little bit of it, but I'm like, this ain't my type of music. You know what I mean? Like, just man, like I'm telling you, man, the Taylor Swift quote, boy, online, boy. If you say something about their God, which is like, they attack you. So that's why I try to stay out of that. But yeah, yeah, these are the same people that you worship, that you want to be like, and they are probably contributing to the reason why it's raining every day. Like in my area, like we getting more rain. We according to a meteorologist, they said we're getting so much rain that it don't have to rain until like September. That's how much rain we getting per day. Or the South getting all these heavy winter storms, like New Orleans getting 10 inches of snow, like, and New Orleans don't have the equipment to get all this snow up, so most likely they had to use bulldozers and they had to use Mother Nature, which is the sun radiation, to clear most of that snow up. Like, yeah, that's not normal, bro. Like, it's not. But let her continue.
become shorter and warmer and summers become more unbearable, it is absolutely crazy that people still feel this way about rich people. But in America, people literally make
Exactly. Like, people should hate rich people. Rich people are the reason why your life suck. It's not a trans person. It's not a drag queen. It's not an immigrant trying to come over here because their country been destabilized by this country, the United States. It's the rich. It's the rich. It's the rich. It's capitalism. I just don't understand people, like especially my black people, man. Like y'all, boy, I'm telling y'all, man. Like, we ain't got nothing to do with those protests. And you got some of these black people telling other black folks don't participate in these No Kings protests, which I'm gonna get into that. I got a video for that, but I mean, like you should hate the rich. Like that's
livelihoods off of following celebrity gossip. Rich people whose content solely focuses on being rich have millions of followers, millions of likes. And a lot of these people have an army of supporters willing to defend them till the death. Again,
Taylor Swift, LeBron James, shit. Who else? Hell, that's the worst of the worst in terms of fan bases. My God, man. Criticize LeBron, man. Oh my God, man. Like on the sports side of things. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. Like some of these people are so dang hypnotized to these celebrities that they'll literally wish you dead because you criticize their celebrity or athlete. Like it's not that serious. Like if LeBron James saw your ass in the street, he would not give a shit about you. Like same with Taylor Swift, she would not give a shit about you. Y'all defending these people like it's y'all duty. Like Oh man, American society is fucked, man. It's fucked beyond belief.
Defending the class of people who are responsible for our misery, but who also clearly do not give a fuck about us. This is what's going on in the
There you
country.
go.
And I feel like it is so ingrained in the society right now, you literally cannot get away from celebrity gossip or knowing about certain people. And everyone is seemingly okay with it as well. But foundationally, it is one of the biggest reasons why this country will just not get better.
Um, I have to rebuttal on that. I think the country will. It can get better. I used to be like her too. I say, nah, shit ain't gonna get better, man. But I mean, as a communist socialist, a Marxist, whatever the fuck you call me, on any given day, I really don't care. You have to believe things will get better. You have to maybe keep saying it's the rich that are making your lives harder while you are praising the rich. Like Elon Musk too. Like he got some sycophants out there too. That well, he had. I'm pretty sure he ran some of them off. But like I'm just saying, like the celebrity culture, man. Like America need to get past that shit, bro. Like I had some comrades that said they used to like celebrities, but as we got older and we changed our political ideologies to where they are now, we starting to realize that you know they are contributing to the system that are fucking us over. So yeah. What it do, guys? What's up? Welcome to another episode of the Good Faith Show. There we go. I'm your host, Andre Morton. And the Good Faith Show is only exclusively on the ATP Network. You can catch the ATP Network on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Rumble, and also we on Kick as well. So check us out on there. I don't think we have no followers yet. So if you come across this on Kick, follow us, man. We got more than just me. We got other people that contribute to the network too. So you probably missing out. But anyway, I'll have some shameless plugs for you guys. On the bottom of your screen, follow the official ATP Network Twitter account. Handle right there is at ATP Network 247. Also, like the video. It's free and don't cost you a damn thing. And also subscribe to the ATP Network on YouTube and Rumble as well. And also go to GazaFunds.com. Help out the Palestinians any way you can. They're still suffering, guys. Because we got the Iran-Israel conflict. Don't forget about Palestine or the Palestinians in Gaza. So GazaFunds.com. Oh man, I got a not a jam-packed show today, but man, it's just so much shit going on, man. It just oh man, I don't even know what to say anymore. Sometimes I just look like this, look all hysterical and shit. Oh man, I don't even know what to talk about first. Hell, I might as well talk about Trump's bumblefuck ass parade, which is just a waste of fucking taxpayer dollars. No, before I talk about that, came across this video from Jasmine Crockett. Apparently, she's a TikTok star now, because she told Elon to fuck off. You remember that? But she said something that's kind of interesting. I'm gonna play it and pause it and really give it a big rebuttal. So here we go.
So I just wanted to jump on um, because it feels like the days are getting that much longer and that much more chaotic. And
I mean, stop right there. The day's been chaotic. The only reason why you saying that now because the orange boogeyman is in the White House and the Republicans control everything. When Biden was in there, things were just as chaotic. I mean, see, this is why I always say, like, both of you motherfuckers are the same. Yeah. But only difference is the Democrats are wolves in sheep clothing. Like the Republicans, if it's a duck, it's a duck. Like that's a good analogy too. Democrats, it's a used car that's shined up nicely. They put wax on the car, clean the tires, the rims, and then you turn the engine on that motherfucker. It it don't even crank or it got a blown head gasket, white smoke coming out of the exhaust pipe. That's what the Democrats is. So don't get me started. Oh, things are more chaotic, man. Let her continue. Jesus.
And I still don't really understand if
She look weird. What the fuck? Maybe it's a TikTok effects or something.
people are truly getting how bad these things are. So I wanted to talk to y'all for a second.
Oh, people get it. Oh, people understand. People understand that your party and the other party is both gaslighters. Like, oh, people get it. It's just that people don't talk about it enough. Like, I wish everybody talked about politics because politics affects everybody. I hate when people say that I don't want to talk about that. It don't affect me, or it affects you. Um,
Because I am truly emotionally drained. I have been super busy. Obviously, you know that we've got the caucus election that's coming up, and running for caucus office is different than running from office. I'll just say that there's a lot of other things that factor into why people cast the votes that they cast, but nevertheless,
she's talking about the David Hogg thing. You know how the DNC basically kicked David Hogg out. Now they trying to have another election. If y'all didn't know.
I thought about today, like, why it is that I feel so strongly about the things that I do, like why it is that I'm sitting in Congress, why it is that I would seek the oversight ranking position. And I think about the type of fight that I am ready to wage and looking for a little bit of authority to do so, as well as, when you run a committee, it's a lot different from you getting an additional budget and all kinds of stuff. And I absolutely believe that I think outside the box, and I think not.
So she basically exhausted over the caucus election, which I mean, oh man, like goddamn boy, like the Democrats get a little pushback from David Hogg, which is just saying, just basically holding their feet to the fire a little bit, just a little spark. Like to me, like that's not a reason to get rid of him, but it's the Democratic Party. That's why they call it the status quo. But like, yeah, I'm just, you know, a committee, like, see, a committee seat to me is a waste of time in a lot of ways because it reminded me of the time when the squad, basically just basically went from like saying, "Hey, we're gonna fight the Democrats" to saying, "Hey, I want a committee seat," and then most of them got booted out of the committee seats. Oh God, man! Like Jesus Christ, people don't have health care, but hey, I'm on a committee seat. Oh, like yeah, person right now that's hungry right now that don't have no money to buy food is thinking about you in a fucking committee seat. Like, come on, man. Oh man.
I think I know that this moment requires out of the box, because nothing that is happening right now is normal.
Nothing have never been normal. Oh, I get it. Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see if the caucus gives me a chance, but I just want to know how y'all are feeling, because I know that right now, I mean, I started my day with them deciding that they wanted to bring Democratic governors in because they somehow thought they were going to shame Democratic governors and pretend that everything that is going wrong in our country is because of immigrants, and not acknowledge the fact that it's estimated that we're going to lose over $12 billion in tourism dollars. That's just the estimation for just this year, just for 2025. We know that travel from Canada, our neighbor to the north, is already down by 40%. I know that my city of Dallas is supposed to host more FIFA games than any other city. as we are anticipating, the World Cup. And I've had conversations with people that are saying that they don't feel safe coming to our country, and they don't feel unsafe because of the immigrants that this administration is going off about. They feel unsafe because literally you've got ICE officers.
Now, if you just a regular person, you come across this video, which I'm pretty sure millions of people did, because she's a senator in TikTok, you know how these social media platforms are. Um, you know, I'm just so sick of the one-sided thing about the immigration issue. It's like people quickly forget that Joe Biden deported more immigrants than Donald Trump did, and that Barack Obama built the cages to hold the migrants into as well. Let's not forget about that, right? So yeah, I'm pretty sure that you know the difference between Trump and Biden is that Trump out in the open about it. Biden did this shit under the cover, like, 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 like. I actually had to tell people that if they will come across this, like, don't be fooled now. Like her party, they love deporting people too. It's just they more secretive about it, you know. Again, wolf in sheep's clothing. Hey, the car look good on the outside, but inside, I mean, the inside the engine is a piece of shit. And that's what the Democrats are.
in mass that are grabbing people up off the streets, leaving their kids, and they're literally over here just visiting. Like, the immigrants aren't the problem, the administration is. Like, the economy wasn't a problem that existed because of Joe Biden. It's a Donald Trump issue.
Oh boy, here we go. No, the economy was just as bad under Joe Biden as it is now under Trump. What are you talking about? More people became homeless. The minimum wage didn't increase. You know, Joe Biden supposed to be the most union president, but the same dude that broke a railroad strike. Like, come on, come on. See, you can't call out Donald Trump while calling out Joe Biden. Like, both of them are both shit. Okay. And some of you watching probably think I'm a black conservative. I'm not. I hate both parties. To be honest with you, this is how I feel about both parties. I think they've been a detriment to not only the black community but to the country because it turns into team sports, and it shouldn't even be like that. Like my thing is, um, we should have voting to a point to where like we vote on the things we want. Like who wants health care? Who wants this? Who wants that? Like fuck having a politician that gets bought by corporate dictators. You know what I mean? And then when they go to your district and you ask them what they have done for you, and then they give you the runaround. Like, come on, man. Oh God.
We are less than 6 months in, and everything that could be broken, in my mind, is already broken. You've had an administration that has gone out and threatened members of Congress. Then they escalated and decided that they were going to arrest a sitting mayor. Then they decided that they were going to arrest a sitting member of Congress or charge and indict a sitting member of Congress. And now you have DHS deciding that they are going to manhandle a sitting senator. Like I'm curious, like, how do y'all see this? Or you have a president who was not invited into a state or a city, because that's normally what happens when federal government comes in. You ask for help. Now, we do have states that have asked for help. We've got states that still have begged for emergency declarations, and normally the National Guard goes in and they help people out during those emergency declarations, and he's not giving it. He's not giving resources. He's not giving FEMA. Yet when the
Asheville, North Carolina, had a hurricane when Joe Biden was president. Pretty sure they still need help. Like last time I checked, shout out to status quo, but people still like living in tents. So yeah, I mean like Partisan politics, man.
Biden Harris administration was out here. He was over there lying and talking about how people not going and knocking on doors. Well, listen, you ain't giving out no checks. None. Even to your good Republican states. Go ask your former press secretary. The governor of Arkansas can't get what she's asking for. North Carolina can't get what they asking for. But I will at least say that these are people that voted for this guy, so maybe they are happy to not have their resources. But tell me how y'all are feeling, because I really want to know. I really want to know, because I am in the thick of it, and I have my thoughts and feelings, but like, I don't know if it's hitting y'all the same way that it hits me. Like, I'm just curious. Like, how do y'all feel about all of this? Are you getting scared? Are you feeling as if, and let me be clear, I don't want you to be scared.
I'm gonna end it right there because it's a long video. It's longer than I thought. Holy shit! But let me say this: like, people been scared. People been tired. People sick and tired of the games. People sick and tired of gaslighting. Um, it just, and me, this is why I changed what I am now, because I've been and see the writing on the wall back in 2020, man. Like, I just been and seen it. Now, of course, she's not gonna call out the Biden administration for the reason why the economy is still bad. Nah, she ain't gonna do that. No, nah. She gonna get. Oh boy, one thing about the Democratic Party, man, you can't cross them motherfuckers, boy. Woo, no sirree, Bob, man, telling you. So, yeah, that's Jad McCrockett, man. I ain't gonna play all that, cause hell, I'm halfway into this motherfucking live stream. Holy shit. Let me see what I'm gonna talk about now. I got to talk about Israel-Iran conflict. I'm gonna talk about Trump. Oh, just a waste of fucking money, man. I'm just like, again, y'all, like, where's the tiki torches at, man? Like, people just still too comfortable, man. Like, sometimes you ask yourself, what will it take? Like, people have to hit rock bottom to see what the fuck going on. Let me see. I got so many things open right now. I think I got this. Let me see. That one. Give me a sec, guys. You can only open 10 video files up at a time, which sucks. It is what it is. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna start with this guy right quick. He's talking about the failed military parade.
Military parade is being described by many as incredibly humiliating for him, and saying that internationally he may have humiliated America by having it. And that is the No King's Day protests were reportedly one of the largest mass protests in American history, with many openly mocking the Trump administration for trying to claim that 250,000 people went to his parade. Right in there, you have people asking, what did he expect? He has the lowest approval rating in history for a president at this point. People saying that Trump's parade was so empty and boring and quiet that you could literally hear the wheels on the Sherman tank squeaking. Which, on the note of boredom, the birthday boy was apparently not immune. I mean, it looked like he practically fell asleep several times. And then in addition to that, you had many people saying that it appeared that our soldiers were unable to march in lockstep, with many, especially internationally, pointing to other countries compared to us. I mean, this is China, for example.
Shout out to Mike, Left Independent, man. He brought this up, like, Russia, China, North Korea do the same thing. The DPRK, they do the same thing, have military parades. But at least theirs look like that, like you see on your screen right there, man. This shit, bruh, I'm telling you. Oh my God, man. I just don't know, man. I mean, I just want fucking healthcare, man. God damn, is that too much hard to ask? Nobody asked for this shit. Well, no, wait. Oh, birthday boy. But again, like, you know how much it costs to put this shit together, and then you got tanks running down the street with the streets probably not in good shape as it is. You know how much a tank weighs? Jesus.
You had Russians online mocking us, saying what Trump imagined his parade would be versus what it was. Right, then also with this, we've seen a debate playing out amongst veterans who say, we're trained to march, so these soldiers intentionally did it poorly. With that actually being a talking point that both sides are using, but with different objectives, of course. Though there's also, as you had other veterans saying, that the U.S. military doesn't have ceremonial marching units, so this was going to look like shit no matter what. Right, and all of that as, prior to yesterday's parade, the Army had reportedly spent over 3 years planning festivals all across the nation to celebrate their 250th birthday, where Americans would come and see items from the Army's past and present. But that ended up getting overruled by Trump, who decided that there would be no festivals and that the celebration would happen on his birthday and would be a parade. But hey, for now, follow to stay in the loop.
So yeah, y'all heard what he said. I got some more to play right quick. Then I got an article. So let me play this one. Now I will say, I'm not telling people to go to these protests, these kind of protests. Going to protests is good. I went to the George Floyd protest back in 2020 twice. When I was more bigger than this, but I still got my ass out there, my big fat ass out there and walked. But again, it's like about the protest too. I wasn't gonna talk about it, but a liberal had a sign that said, "If Kamala Harris was president, we'll be at brunch," and that is so fucking motherfucking true, man. Um, these are the same people, the liberals, that out here doing this. These are the same ones that said we shouldn't march for Palestinians because Kamala didn't win in the swing states, in Michigan, for example, or we shouldn't, or black liberals saying that. Can't believe black liberals saying this. You think, hey, this is your people marching, right? Because y'all didn't march for the pro-Palestine protests when Biden was president, but now, but yeah, man, I just had to say that, man. Like, let it continue.
It's so crazy.
So yeah, apparently nobody was at Trump's parade. I think you've seen this again, but oh my lord. Oh man, they need to put some WD-40 on that damn tank, man. Holy shit. Here's Trump right here. This is the one he talking about, but like he was asleep. This they look very sad, but to me, like the motherfucker was asleep. Even damn Trump was bored. Here you go.
I'm singing at a funeral tomorrow.
Damn. Well, it was a few seconds though. Gotta watch full music. I got one more. I think. Hold on. What's this one? Oh no, I ain't going there yet. Okay. So anyway, let me get to the article from Yahoo. Let me share my screen right quick. Kind of doing things kind of like not usual style, but hey, here we go. Oh yeah, by the way, before I get to this article, be sure to like the video, guys. It goes a long way. It helps us out, man. And also to subscribe, man. We almost at 1.3K so on YouTube. So subscribe to our YouTube channel because that's we know where most of our audience is at anyway. So let me get to this article. And also too, what's the point of ad block, man? Like every website, it wants you to disable your ad block. Like, jeez. But anyway, it says Trump accidentally screwed himself on military parade crowd size. It says Donald Trump's military parade was an undeniable failure, but apparently the small crowds have been due to pathetic party planning. Yeah, right. I think the No Kings protests dominated his crowd size. Oh man, and what's up with the crowd size bullshit? Like, it ain't no better. Like everything gotta be a dick measuring contest. But anyway, it says Amanda Moore, a journalist who spent 11 months undercover with the alt-right, filmed the crowds of swirling onlookers Saturday, but as she explained, they were in the wrong place. Ooh. So Trump would have had more people. It's so incompetent, man. Said the marketing material said the interest was on 14, but in reality it was on 12th Street, and you had to go through the pen for 2 blocks. Everyone who was around answer questions was an asshole too. Probably part of the issue, she wrote on X. So yeah, this is the tweet right here. Um, so basically the interest was the wrong fucking interest. Jesus Christ. Let me try to play. Here you go.
This is the entrance. This is what we have to do to get in.
What the hell?
Over and over.
What the hell? Hell, that makes me fucking dizzy. Jesus. Um, it says in a video taken by more Trump supporters and other attendees swarmed a lot around a large street where they couldn't actually see the parade and were promptly ushered out of the viewing zone. Moore said she observed that there were more than 3,000 to 5,000 people gathered in the wrong place. Oh, and many of them had already missed the parade, which was scheduled to begin at 6:30, but actually started earlier to beat the rain, which is raining every day. Doug Landry, the founder of 5013, a live event production firm, wrote a thread on X that the parade was legitimately the worst executed mass attendance event I ever seen. In another post, Landry blamed the event planners for providing maps to the attendees that made no sense. Jesus Christ! So you had months to plan this unnecessary, unnecessary waste of taxpayer event. You couldn't even get the interest right, and you couldn't even get the maps right. Man, I tell you, man, me like give me 2 days. I could better plan something. I could plan better than this. Jesus. Um, but how is anyone supposed to know where to go? These maps are the total sum total of what they put out, and they're total garbage. He wrote, how is a regular person supposed to figure this out? Um, so this is his tweet. They always here's the maps right here. Um, yeah, even a guy that loves to read maps, like look at this shit. Um, like I guess right here on my mouse, that's where the parade supposed to be at. Um, Jesus. Oh God. Um, then he wrote again. He said, "This is the unforgivable crowd stand though. Same as my first post in this thread. These are VIP bleachers on the north side of construction." Then he said, and they were empty. We're talking Trump 1.0 immigration. I mean inauguration empty. Someone fucked up here. Oh Lord, yeah. Look at it. Look at that, man. Damn. Even. Oh man, like holy shit. So basically, according to this article, more people would have showed up, but they fucked up the entrances. They the entrances was on the wrong street, and then the maps was off. Oh boy. Um, it says an Archie Princess, an activist known for messing with Peter Navarro, wrote on X. Okay, so there actually was a ton of people at the hashtag 250 Army parade, but they all stuck outside the gates, herded like cattle, and never made it to the bleachers. Lots of disappointed children who waited hours in long lines in the sun only to be herded out through piles of trash and didn't even see the parade. Oh God. So yeah, man, I have to share that with y'all, man. Like, damn. Um, knowing Donald Trump, man, I'm pretty sure old Dunny Boy's not too happy about that. I don't think old Dunny Boy's happy. Um, you know, but hey, I mean, like, bro, like, waste of taxpayer dollars, man. Just, boy, man, I see why people leave in the United States, man. I get it. I totally get it. Um, so, all right, guys, on to the next. All right, guys. So, man, this episode of Piers Morgan debate was intense, boy. Um, I'm gonna say this. Talking to Zionists at this point is just a completely waste of time. It's kind of like my black ass trying to talk to Nazis to get them to stir straight. My thing is, at this point, if you're a Nazi or a white supremacist or white nationalist, you basically gone. And this how Zionists are. And I get it. Piers Morgan, he likes this type of debate based thing format, whatever. But if Piers Morgan gonna invite me on to basically like just really cuss these people out, then I said no. You know what I mean? Nah. I'm good, bro. Like, I get it why Anna and Jank goes on Piers Morgan a lot because TYT is dying, and I'm pretty sure Piers Morgan get way more views than they probably do in a month. I mean, yeah. So, when you own there, I guess, you probably get some of Piers Morgan audience, which is mostly right wing, to come on to your network, TYT. So, but anyway, getting to it, Anna and the Zionist next to her on the left side. I don't give a fuck what the bitch name is. I don't care. Like this part of the show got heated, man. I seen this a few days ago, and I had to like talk about it. I forgot to talk about it before, but oh boy. I mean, it's like raising your voice to a brick wall at this point. Like, what's the point? Like, they like these people are psychopaths. They're psychopaths. I mean, like, I just don't understand. Like, you know, okay, I understand that this was beginning, like, this was back in October 7th, but now it's June the 16th, 2025, after recording of this live stream, and people still think that Israel has the right to defend itself, or, every Palestinian is Hamas, or some crazy shit like that, then they just fucking psychopaths. So, let me play this part, then y'all know.
You want to talk about how Greta Thunberg got involved in some sort of, political theater, whatever. I don't care what anyone thinks about Greta Thunberg. I see that as a distraction. What it's distracting from is the fact that IDF soldiers are intentionally shooting at and killing desperate Palestinians as they're trying to get humanitarian aid from this Israeli-backed organization, which, of course, is able to even exist because they defamed UNRWA. They starved Palestinians for months. Shut up. They starved Palestinians for months. And then, as the...
Oh, shit. Shut up. Like, again, like, I agree. I'm on Anna's side with this, obviously, right? I'm pretty sure. I think, to be honest with you, in terms of like agreements, I think the Israel-Palestine, well, the Gaza issue situation is the most. I guess that's what we agree on. But goddamn, like, I continue. She said, "Shut up." I'm like, whoa.
The Palestinians are desperate for food. They lure them in with this Gaza Humanitarian Foundation and shoot at them. Upward of 200 people since late May have been shot at and killed by Israeli soldiers. Do not forget that. That's the heart of this story.
All right.
And let's not forget about the 232 journalists in Gaza
That's not
that
true.
have been slaughtered
Hamas has been
by the
shooting them.
IDF.
The Gaza Humanitarian Foundation even confirmed it was
You people
Hamas.
disgust me.
They confirmed
There's
it was
no
Hamas.
humanity
And the
with
only
people
thing
like you,
disgusting
Emily.
here is the
No
person who-
humanity.
Oh, her name Emily. Oh, man. Oh God. Again, man. Yeah. I mean, Israel knew what they were doing. Yeah, let's make fake humanitarian zones because the Palestinians are desperate and won't need to feed their family. So while they're collecting up whatever they got there, let's just shoot them. Like, but again, Israel has the right to defend itself. Like Emily would probably say that. Like, yes, Israel's in the right. Israel's in the right. Like, these people just being lost, and I'm not going to enter. Like, this is entertainment for Piers Morgan. Let got Piers Morgan quiet. Like, this is what he want. This is see shit like this give you views. This shit ain't going nowhere. That Emily bitch gonna believe what the fuck she wanna believe, and Anna, she trying to tell the truth, but at the end of the day, what's the point? What's the point? But let me continue.
intentionally lying and blaming the IDF.
I can't
when
even
the
handle your
IDF is the
voice.
one who is assuring that there's humanitarian aid.
I'm an Armenian.
There are 11
I know genocide when I see
meals
it.
that have been
You
distributed
are a
already.
defender of
11 million.
genocide.
She said 11 million meals. I hate when they talk. I hate people talk over each other, but 11 million meals? What? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. She said 11 million meals have been distributed. Yeah, I mean, a lot of them could eat them because they got shot. Woman, what are you talking about? Oh boy.
You
By
are a
the
genocider
Gaza
and a defender of
Humanitarian
genocide.
Foundation.
You're disgusting. Disgusting.
I know you don't like facts, Anna, but this is the reality.
Disgusting.
The
You're
only
disgusting.
person who
You
is
disgust me.
threatening,
I can't.
the only group that
Right.
is threatening the distribution of aid is Hamas. That is who has
Right.
been shooting at
Right.
innocent Palestinians.
Oh my God. Hamas. See? That's what they think. I think every Palestinian is Hamas. I mean, that's so it give Israel a right to shoot them while they were getting aid. Oh, we distribute 11 million meals, but you know, every Palestinian we know is Hamas. Like, oh, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Oh God. Why am I even talking about this, man? Oh God.
No
Something what an Israeli
Palestinians
propagandist would
themselves
say.
have
Israeli
confirmed
It's a
forces
lie that has been
are
debunked.
back
You know what?
Including by independent investigations.
Don't all
Not
talk
able
over
to
each
be
other.
distributed.
Don't talk over each other.
Like the Israelis are the victims.
Here's what I
Aid
would
was
say.
not able to be
Emily,
distributed
here's what I would say.
because Hamas shot at them.
Here's what I would say. We don't actually know for a fact.
Hamas shot at them.
Okay, we don't
There's
actually
video
know.
footage.
We don't actually know for a fact who.
Hamas. Wow, ain't Hamas like even like trying to like basically like kind of throw the white flag like, hey, you know, these Palestinians they suffered long enough, you know, we'll give up some more hostages so y'all can give our people aid. But Hamas shot at them, which is not true. Like that's crazy how these people would come on these big platforms, thousands upon thousands of people watching this shit and just spill this garbage, man. It just, oh my God.
Has done all this shooting, or how much of it was done by
We
the
do.
IDF, or how
We
much
do.
by Hamas.
We
I'm
do.
sure Hamas wouldn't hesitate to shoot their own. They've done it many times. But we don't know, and there's a reason we don't know, Emily, for a fact, is that the Israeli government continues to ban international journalists from going into Gaza. And there's only one reason, as Jeremy Bowen, the BBC's Middle East editor,
Not only banning them, Piers, I mean, they shot them, shoot them as well. What? How many journalists? They shot 27 journalists. They're covering the genocide. 27. But again, like all those journalists, I'm pretty sure Emily will probably say, "Oh, those journalists are Hamas." Yeah, blame everything on Hamas. Like Israel is starving people for like nearly 80 fucking days. Yeah, blame Hamas for that. Yeah, it's Hamas' fault. Oh God.
has said in a very interesting and thoughtful, lengthy piece about all this. There can only be one conclusion, because at the start of this, the IDF took international journalists to the kibbutzes where this horror had unfurled and showed them everything. But ever since then, they banned international journalists from going to see what's happening in Gaza. And the only conclusion of these two positions, one showing what happened to Israelis, but not allowing anyone to see what's happening to Palestinians, the only logical conclusion is that the IDF is doing things they don't want people.
Cutting out alcohol and sugar is a dumb idea.
To see.
So, Piers,
Can
I'm
I
actually
squeeze in
really
here,
glad you
Piers?
brought that up.
Hang on,
because
Emma. I
actually
want
agree
Emily
with
to
your
respond to that.
position.
Oh God.
I actually agree with your position. I think that the state of Israel should do much more to ensure that international journalists are able to freely enter Gaza. I think that there are other concerns on the ground, like security concerns, because it has been that Hamas has taken international journalists hostage. You know as well as me, Alan Johnston is a great example of this. In 2021, as well as 2014, we saw that Hamas was pressuring international journalists on the ground, not allowing reports to be sent out unless they were approved by Hamas. So there is an actual threat in addition.
But the risk
to the
assessment should be
hostage-taking
made
threat
by
and,
the
of course,
journalists.
The human
It's not for the IDF.
I agree with you.
Or the
I
Israeli
agree with
government
you.
to
I agree
determine
with
a
you.
risk assessment for independent
I agree with
international
you.
journalists. They will decide.
I agree with you.
They
I think
will
that
decide
Israel
what
should
the risk
ensure
is.
and do everything they can.
Oh God. Basically, she's. Oh, yeah, I agree. Yeah. Like, but ain't you, man? Let me continue, bro. I'm telling y'all, man. What are these people?
I agree with you. I think that Israel should do everything they can in order to ensure their security as much as humanly possible. But there are a lot of factors at play here, including the use of human shields by Hamas, including the pressure on international journalists, including the threat of hostage taking. And so there are a lot of factors that play into this decision. Now, I'm
so tired of people keep bringing up the same shit that been debunked. Like, asshole, it's been debunked. Hamas were not using hostages as human shields. Oh my God, bro.
with you on the end result. I think that this is something that Israel really needs to do, and it's critically important because I believe that the information that they find in the materials that they are able to go through, in the materials that even the IDF has released about some of these people, some of the claims that they have made, are things that should be scrutinized by the international community on the ground.
All right, Omar.
We have to be clear first about who is killing the people who are going to these distribution centers. There's always a pattern that repeats itself over and over again of the Israeli government claiming they had nothing to do with an incident until there is an independent investigation. In this case, in the most recent shooting, CNN did an analysis of the recordings and concluded that the gunfire was consistent with something that would come out of the Israeli military, and that's why they pointed the finger at the Israeli military. And this is a pattern that repeats itself over and over again. You had the killing of 15 paramedics by the Israeli military that initially the Israeli military pretended they had nothing to do with, until the facts were uncovered, until they dug up the ground and saw where the ambulance was buried, until they got the recordings of the incident. And once they're caught red-handed, it's always like, oops, that must have been an accident. But at what point are we going to stop listening to a government that has produced a record of lying over and over again? I mean, they pointed at a calendar on a wall in a hospital that simply has the days of the week on it written in Arabic, and just assuming that this is for a Western audience that doesn't read Arabic. And so they point at it and say, these are the names of terrorists on this calendar. I mean, we just have to get to the point to where we can't give this government the benefit of the doubt anymore. They and everybody who does apologetics for them, like Emily does, are simply full of shit. There's just no other way to put it. I mean,
Bingo. I mean, what else can I say? I mean, you said it for me. Yeah. Emily's, these other, I'm pretty sure the dude, the side down on to your right, like these people job is to spread the Israeli lies and tell you that Hamas is to blame for everything, which, like, people like, this ain't 2003 no more. Like people know, like, everybody got phones, everybody everybody watching what the fuck going on. Like, even you don't even have to be political to know what the fuck going on, what Israel was doing. Like, just knowing that a modern day Holocaust is happening in a year of our Lord 2025, it should make you not like Israel, man. Easily said and done, but oh boy.
have to hold bare minimal level of standard for the information that comes. And I'm sorry, at some point, when you produce a record of lying over and over and over and over and over again, we have to stop taking anything that you say seriously. And we have to look at the fact and to look at a government that is carrying out genocidal atrocities in Gaza, as defined by virtually every expert on the genocide and every major human rights organization. All of them at this point line up and say, these are genocidal policies. We know who's responsible for atrocities being committed against the civilian population that is being deliberately destroyed in Gaza, to pursue what Smotrich said, to empty Gaza out of Palestinians. That is the plan. And just for the record, Hamas had offered to give up governance of Gaza and release all the hostages, but that was not good enough for Israel because...
That's what I said earlier too. I said, yeah, even Hamas said, yeah, we don't know it. Our people suffered enough. Give you the hostages, give us aid, like give people in Gaza aid. Then they said they'll leave Gaza. They said it too. Some Hamas will leave Gaza, but Israel don't want that because Israel wants a scapegoat. It kind of makes sense. Like, hey, because if Hamas gives up completely, then Israel can't. Then, I mean, Israel's cooked. anyway. Like, people know Israel is complicit, but I'm just saying, like, to the few lame tards out there that still think Israel has the right to defend itself, Israel don't have a scapegoat to go to. So, say how much a little bit more of this, and I'm gonna move on. Here we go.
Right now, Netanyahu is saying the goal is to pursue Trump's plan of emptying Gaza out. Dropsite has done incredible reporting on the details of these negotiations back and forth. And to see Hamas willing to give up governing Gaza and release all the hostages, and Israel still find a reason to say no to that deal, tells you what Israel's real intentions are. And their intentions are about destroying Palestinian existence. And they're doing it in the West Bank as well, except at a slower pace.
All right, Shamos, here's my question for you. It's a genuine question. I expect.
All right, I ended there. I don't want to listen to the other genocidal maniac. Of course, you know. So my final thoughts is that my thing is, okay, Pierce, you know, even though he's still full of shit, like, you know, he claimed what Greta Thunberg did was a publicity stunt, which it wasn't. I don't think Greta asked to be popular, famous. She just wants to make the world better than she found it, or she's living in right now. But my thing is, why you keep inviting these psychopaths on your network, man? Like, bro, you know that Israel. But I know why you do it, man. You do it for the ratings. You do it for the views. You want the Zionists to watch your shit, and you want the pro-Palestine people to watch your shit. I don't watch Piers Morgan. The only reason why I cover some of his stuff is because, you know, notable people been on there. Like Breonna Joy Gray was on there. Francesca was on there. So, yeah. All right, guys. Let me get to the next. This is a tweet, man, from the IDF. It says, Israeli civilians are currently being targeted by the Iranian regime. The world cannot stay silent. So apparently those dots are the targets that, you know, I guess Iran is trying to hit. But okay. But the last part got me. The world cannot stay silent. I mean, like, first of all, the world, to be honest with you, has been silent for a very long time when you occupied what it was Palestine, and then you did see a little bit of you know, ethnic cleansing tactics, and now you're doing a full scale ethnic cleansing, and now nobody gives a shit about you. Oh my God, man! Like, the world cannot stay silent. Yeah, we can't stay silent much longer about the genocide that you guys are forcing upon the people in Gaza. Um, so yeah, man. This is, I'm gonna talk about anyway. It's about the Israel-Iran conflict. You know, typical Twitter right here, right? Look at this. This is still on their page. Iran military watch. Now, I disclaimer, I don't know if this is the actual real Iran military site. I mean, military page. It could be made up. At first, when I saw this, I thought Twitter had suspended the account, because Twitter, even though, you know, Elon claimed that it was going to be less suspensions, you know, less type of punishment. It's like it doubled, but this is another example of it. It says, caution, this account is temporarily restricted. You're seeing this warning because there has been some unusual activity from this account. Do you still want to view it? Yeah, and yeah, so I mean, I don't know why this is restricted. I think it's damn. You'll think they're just coming out saying the shit that we all been thinking about Israel and their leaders, right? They're not saying that, but yeah. The craziest thing is, why you, like, really the IDF should be restricted, to be honest with you. But again, of course, right? So yeah, man, I got some clips, man. You know, them rockets on the ground, boy. I'm telling you, those missiles on the ground. Start with this one. It says, breaking, cries of relief echo through Gaza as residents watch Iranian missiles heading towards Tel Aviv. I mean, you can't blame them. Hey, you know, I think the reason why they probably cheering for that is because I mean, they living it. You know, hey, they saying like, damn, Iran is really on our side. Like, damn, this is big. But let me get to this next one right here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, before I finish playing this, I heard that Israel threatened to arrest their own people for recording what Iran has done to Tel Aviv. Oh shit, that's crazy as hell. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna arrest this man too, for recording, you know, the damage from the missiles. I mean, okay.
Yo! Yo! יא בני זונות, יו אני בהלם. אני בהלם. אני בהלם. יו. אני בשוק. אני בשוק. אני בשוק.
So yeah, that was real close to that person's apartment. Like, holy shit, that was real close, man. Damn. Here's another video. That was a quick video. Like, damn. Um, you know, to me, like, Palestinians have been hearing bombs and drone strikes dropped since what, almost 2 years now. And you know, my thing is the chicken is coming home to roost. But anyway, let me play this another nigga. Come on, baby, come on, yes, come on. So yeah, they say everyone to Iran right now, which is pretty accurate. In his oh, I can't play that music. I forgot about that. It says Iran launched more than 295 ballistic missiles on Israel. Many hit Tel Aviv. So I'm in it there. Y'all saw the missiles being hit. You know, somebody probably watching this saying, "Oh, Andre, you rooting for war, man? I thought you were anti-war." First of all, I am anti-war. It's just that when you poke the bear, um, you're gonna get bit or mauled, and Israel's getting mauled right now currently. They thought I'm pretty sure they thought what happened with what happened last year when Iran hit a few retaliatory strikes. It really didn't hit. It hit. I think it hit military installations. It didn't really hit like it now hitting buildings and shit. They thought that was gonna happen, but they was wrong. And then Benjamin Netanyahu, bitch ass, gonna run like a little bitch to Greece. Oh boy, like it's crazy. This man is still out free, and this man got warrants for his arrest. Lord have mercy. But anyway, let me read these articles right quick, man. Then I'm gonna head on out. Um, um, it says it's an opinion piece. It says Israel started a war with Iran, but it doesn't know how it ends. It says the war between Israel and Iran marks the culmination of decades of shadow boxing between Tehran and Tel Aviv. This is a war that had long worn the mass of deniability, played out in assassination and cyber operations, in various forms of entanglements from Damascus to the Red Sea. Its rules were unwritten but widely understood. Escalation without full rapture. But now it's unfolding in a surprise Israeli intelligence and military attack, which was met with an succinct I can't talk. Subsequent Iranian retaliation between Israeli military installations and strategic infrastructure. While Israel's capacity for precise targeting, its assassinations of nuclear scientists, killing of Iranian commanders, and the strikes of enrichment sites has rarely been in doubt. Its broader strategic horizon remains unconspicuously blurred. Official Israeli communiques, gestures with ritual ambiguity towards the language of victory and denying Iran nuclear capability, but the underlying ambition seems at once more elusive and more grandiose. The, excuse, the execution of a blow so decisive it will not only cripple Iran's nuclear program, but fracture its Islamic Republic's political resolve altogether. This, however, remains far from realized. Iran's underground facilities remain intact from its enrichment program. Far from being stalled, appears now to be ideologically and politically emboldened. Hesitations around the acquisitions of nuclear war will probably go or undergo a review. Iran, while suffering from a direct blow that crippled its chain of command and placed it on the defensive, was able to recuperate and launch several barrages of ballistic missiles into Israel. And yet, behind this Israeli um, choreography of operational tendency lies a quieter, more subterranean logic. It is not only Iran that Israel seeks to provoke, but the United States. If Israel cannot destroy Natanz or Fordo on its own, it will succeed in creating conditions under which Washington feels compelled to act in its stead. Which I'm gonna stop right there for a second. Like, yes, like people been saying this for a while about Israel. Like Israel wants, well, Benjamin Netanyahu wants the United States to be the proxy for this war, um, just like Russia and Ukraine. Like Ukraine is the proxy for the United States. You see what I'm saying? Like it works. It works in tandem like that. Like, because Israel know it doesn't have the manpower, the weapons. They got them, unfortunately, but it's still not enough. Like, people don't understand. Like, Iran's military is actually trained to do things. Like, trained to actually be soldiers. As for Israel, like, they soldiers just use bulldozers to run over activists, or they be making TikToks about dancing on top of rubble of dead Palestinians and stuff like that. Like, that's the IDF. Like, the IDF cannot like, no, they ain't capable of doing this shit. Perhaps this perhaps is the real gambit. Not a direct confrontation with Iran, but the orchestration of an environment of urgency and provocation that makes American intervention at a minimum on the table. In other words, Israel military theatrics are a trap for the U.S. Israel isn't simply assembling a reactive sequence of military gestures. It's a calibrated strategy of provocations that create the conditions for American leverage. Israel acts the United States, while normally uninvolved, capitalizes on the fallout and even invokes a scepter of its own military involvement as both a deterrent and a bargaining chip. Um, and right here it says the strikes are less than immediate tactical gains than they are about constructing a field of pressure. Their strategic ambiguity is weaponized to test red lines and gauge responses. So I'm going to end that because I got a few more articles to read. But so yeah, basically it's saying that what Israel's doing is they're playing chess. Hey, let's fuck with Iran a little bit. Iran fucks with us. Then let's fuck with them a little bit. Then we can say, oh, we need help. Trump, can you bring your military in here and help us fight Iran? Then yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna read now. I'm finna pull up something from Al Jazeera. Let me see. Yeah, I got two more articles here. Let me share my screen here. This from Al Jazeera. This came out today. This is the latest news. It says Israel-Iran trade deadly strikes for fourth day with no signs of restraint. It says Israel has attacked a hospital in Iran and the building of Iranian state TV. Iran has struck Haifa and the Tel Aviv area. That's a 20-minute video, so I ain't gonna play that. It says Israel has attacked Civilian targets in Iran striking a hospital and an Iranian state TV building as the intensive strikes against the other rage for a fourth consecutive day, with the military confrontation between the long-standing enemy showing no sign of ending. After those attacks, an Israeli army statement later Monday evening said air raid sirens were activated in several areas in the north of Israel following missile launches from Iran. It said a live broadcast on the Iranian TV station captured its most famous presenter on air saying that missiles incoming and scrambling away from an explosion took place and threw debris in the air. There are reports of casualties among journalists in the building. The strike came after a warning Monday from IDF Minister Israel Katz, who said the mouthpiece of Iranian propaganda incitement of the verge of disappearing is on the verge of disappearing. Katz later confirmed the Israeli military carried out the strike. I'm telling you, man, Israel, man, what? Okay. Iran also said Israel targeted a hospital on Monday in the country's west, condemning it as a war crime. Farabi Hospital in the city of Khamishiwa in western Iran was targeted by the Israeli regime aggressive attacks, says Ismail Bakiri, spokesperson for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, adding that attacking hospitals along attacks on the residential areas is a gross violation of international law and a war crime. No, I can't play that, man. YouTube sensitive about stuff like that. It said Israel has reportedly bombed hospitals and medical facilities in the Gaza Strip during its 20-month-long military campaign in the Palestinian territory, despite those being protected under international law, which is bull crap. It says Iran's Fars news agency also reported on Monday that an Israeli attack targeted a military base in western Tehran. Iranian media also reported explosions in the eastern parts of the capital, which comes after the Israeli army issued a threat to parts of Tehran after bombing several areas of the city on Sunday. Iranian media reported that air defenses had been activated in western Tehran. Katz had threatened on Monday that the residents of Tehran would pay the price and soon for killing Israeli civilians in Iran's overnight missile attacks. Earlier, Iranian attacks on Israel Monday morning killed at least 8 people and wounded dozens, officials reported, while Tehran and Israeli attacks overnight hit military and civilian targets. The ongoing attacks, started by Israel on Friday and followed by Iranian retaliatory attacks, pushed the death toll in 4 days of open conflict between the foes close to 250. It says raised rhetoric emanating both countries following exchange attacks suggested there's little prospect of hostilities halting soon, with a risk of escalation into a wider regional conflict looming. So yeah, and Iran part of BRICS too. So I heard China dropped them off some kind of package. We don't know what it was, but yeah, man. I'm gonna end it right there. I got one more article to read, man. Like, this shit getting crazy by the day, man. You know, I don't want this. Like, people gotta understand. Like, yeah, I'm on Twitter. I post about it. And one thing that got me is that the woman off Big Bang Theory. What her name? I forgot that bitch name. Her name was Amy Farrah Fowler on the Big Bang Theory. I remember she came out with that book talking about little rockets, like, hitting Gaza. Well, it's the opposite. Now little rockets are hitting your country you support. Anyway, I got one more story. Let's see. It says Israel claims aerial superiority over to Iran as Iran launches more missiles. So I'm gonna play this video, man. I'm pretty sure corporate media is on the side of Israel anyway. So.
Strikes between Israel and Iran are intensifying this morning. The conflict between the two nations now entering its 4th day. Overnight, at least 8 people were killed following Iranian missile strikes on Israel. Israel's defense minister accused Iran of targeting civilians and threatened that, quote, residents of Iran would pay the price. As for Iran, state media there reports that more than 200 people have died since Israel began bombing Iran on Friday. A health ministry spokesman was quoted as saying civilians make up 90% of those casualties. Israel says the aim of its campaign is to eliminate Iran's nuclear facilities. The president of Iran told the country's parliament today that the country has no intention of seeking nuclear weapons. The U.S. has distanced itself from Israel's attacks as the Trump administration tries to pursue a nuclear deal with Tehran. NBC News international correspondent Matt Bradley is live in Tel Aviv with the very latest. Matt.
The question is, how long? How long will Trump and Trump administration will resist? And then you got people in Congress want to pass a bill saying to give Trump full control over whether to start a war with Iran. Yeah, but we're pretty sure that's been influenced by the Israel lobby, right? So here we go.
Good morning. So what more can you tell us about the Iranian president's comments on its nuclear program made this morning? And just how much are these Israeli strikes actually impacting Iran's nuclear facilities?
Yeah, two very good questions, Joe, and really the questions everybody's asking. You know, we don't know how much the Israeli attacks are setting back Iran's nuclear program, because the fact is that we have heard from the IAEA, and it seems as though Israel hasn't actually penetrated the underground facilities where most of the enrichment capabilities are being kept, and that would be at Natanz and Fordow. These places have, at least at Natanz, a surface level facility that was almost completely destroyed in the initial Israeli attacks early on Friday morning. It doesn't sound as though any of these attacks have penetrated below, and that is where we're seeing the most crucial reserves. Now, we've also heard that Iran's parliament is going to be tabling a bill to try to withdraw from the nuclear non-proliferation treaty. Now, that would be probably a several weeks long effort, but it goes to show that Iran has essentially given up its effort to try to comply with international nuclear rules, even though Iran's president has said they had no nuclear enrichment program. Important to note here, Joe, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has long accused the Iranians of being years, months, weeks away from being able to field some sort of nuclear weapon. He's been saying this since the early 1990s, and he's been wrong every time. So it's important to treat what he's saying now, that Iran was in breakout capability, was about to launch a nuclear weapon, or was about to create one, with some level of skepticism.
Yeah, but Netanyahu's an idiot. Like, Iran doesn't have nuclear weapons. Now, they have facilities to build nuclear weapons, which I guess you could say the Iran nuclear deal helped mitigate that, right? Until recently when Trump pulled out of it again. But did Biden? I don't even think Biden even pulled it back in it. See, I'm telling y'all, man, these people are the same. But yeah, you know, like really, to be honest with you, no country should have nuclear weapons. I mean, like all that waste, man. Like, damn, I really think if one of these countries drop a nuclear weapon, kiss Mother Earth goodbye, man. Like, you know, kiss it goodbye. Like, because why would Iran drop a nuclear weapon on Israel when you got Palestinians in the West Bank and Gaza? Like, that don't make any sense. But anyway, but Benjamin Netanyahu, he's saying that to escalate war with Iran. That's why he said, Iran, you know, they got some kind of nuclear weapons somewhere, you know. Hey, come on, man. But anyway.
So, Matt, Israel launched the initial attacks. Iran has been ramping up its retaliatory strikes. I know you were forced to seek shelter in Israel throughout the weekend. Tell us more about that, and just what's the feeling among civilians on the ground there?
Yeah, I mean, it's every day. We've been forced two or three times a day in order to try to hide. And one of the things when I was just coming out, you know, I'm standing on my balcony right now, you could see interceptions above as I was trying to run for that safe room. So it's pretty threatening. And, you know, a lot of the Israelis who share this bunker with me, they were pretty calm. They see this as a sort of a typical thing, even though, you know, this is something that you can actually hear.
Well, hold on. What happened to the Iron Dome that our tax dollars paid towards? I thought the Iron Dome was supposed to protect Israel, you know. Um, damn, I don't have the video for it, but apparently, the Iron Dome didn't supposed to Iron Dome supposed to intercept the missiles. Apparently, the missiles still went through it like it was plastic. Like, oh God, man, you just can't make this shit up, man. I'm telling you.
Hear audibly from inside these very protected rooms, so it is frightening. But the fact is that the IDF has said that everybody who has died so far, and as you mentioned, there's been about 24, has died because they haven't reached the safety of these protected rooms.
So, Matt, when Israel first launched these attacks on Iran Friday, the Trump administration said the U.S. was not involved in the strikes, was not providing Israel with military assistance. We also learned this over the weekend. A U.S. official told
That's a lie.
NBC News President Trump in recent days vetoed Israel's plan to try and assassinate Iran's supreme leader. What more can you tell us about this plan and just how engaged is the U.S. in what's going on between Israel and Iran right now?
Yeah, I mean, that was something that was first reported by Reuters. Our own Von Hilliard backed it up. And, you know, it's a pretty interesting little detail. The fact is that Donald Trump has given the green light, we know, to Israel's attacks on Iran, which is what set this whole thing off last Friday early morning. But whether or not Trump actually said that the Ayatollah wouldn't be killed, I mean, well, we know that from our own reporting that that is the case. But it goes to show that President Trump does have some level in which he's trying to restrain Benjamin Netanyahu. We have to remember here, the supreme guide of Iran, the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, isn't just a political leader. He's also a spiritual leader for the about 10% of the Muslim world who are Shia Islamic. They don't all necessarily sort of revere this man, and Iran has a very unique political religious arrangement that allows for the reverence of the supreme guide, the supreme leader of Iran. But this would be kind of a big step if he were to be killed along with the rest of his generals and political leaders. It might invite more against Israel than they'd be willing to swallow.
Matt Bradley in Tel Aviv. Matt, thank you.
All right, y'all. So, that's it right there, man. So, oh boy, man, I'm not trying to be a doomer or anything, but man, World War III, man. World War III, man, is on the brink. We're on the brink, man. And also one more last thing too. I seen this on Twitter today. I seen one of my comrades shared a video where it's saying like Iran is planning to attack Florida or something. I'm like, first of all, like that doesn't make any sense. Though I don't think those missiles could reach that far. I mean, some probably could, but my question is, why would they attack Florida? Like, would you attack the Pentagon first? Would you attack the White House? Um, I mean, like, yeah, but you know, apparently it was false. Like people, like, see, this is what I'm saying online, man. Like, you need to make sure this stuff is backed by sources, man. You don't believe everything you see online. Like, um, you know, she kind of freaked out a little bit, but you know, me and a few other people, we cooled her down. So yeah. All right, guys, that's the show. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. I sure did. I hate talking about any war escalation. You know, it's just so much of our news, man. It's just so doom and gloom, man. It's nothing really, you know, really good about doing this. I mean, we do it because we want to get people involved. I mean, people need to learn more about this stuff. People, you know, like people been for too long been watching corporate media. You know, people need to start watching real independent media like ours and RBNs and you know anybody else that does this stuff. So yeah, shameless plugs again. Follow the official ATP Network Twitter account on the bottom of your screen right there at ATP Network 247, and also too like the video, guys. You know, we growing slowly. You know, we probably would go faster if it wasn't for the algorithm being an asshole, but it is what it is, man. Like, you can't complain. You gotta keep going. So, like the video, and also to go to GazaFunds.com, help out the Palestinians you can, cause they still going through, guys. So, all right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching me. I'm Andre Morton signing out. Have a good one, and oh yeah. fuck Benjamin Netanyahu. And I'm pro Iran, by the way.